Are they back up this morning? Yeah.
Big simple stuff. Try and keep your radio communication short.
No
If
lock.
it takes,
Yeah.
yeah, obviously don't. That's, yeah, obviously. If it takes longer than say 5 seconds, say break and then continue. And then you go at the end, say over. That way they know that you're waiting for them to respond. When you're done, say out. That means you're not expecting a response, you're just going on ahead.
So that's communication. Pretty much covered out all the basics here. A lot of it now would just be like, if these guys want to do glass house training out here and run through it, and just practicing where everybody goes. If the building blocks, that's fine. We can just stay out here and do that. I mean, if people don't feel like doing that, I mean, you guys can go outside and play or whatever. I mean, if you have any questions, I'm here all day and stay till whatever time. So, I mean, right now it's open. Like with the glass houses out here, we can utilize it. I'll stay out here. If, you guys feel like you've learned enough, or you're at your limit for for what you've learned today. Then, like a handout today, that's free to keep. I know. I don't think I brought enough. I only brought 20 handouts. So, I don't know what to tell you. I can make some more copies and bring them down here next time you come to SCA. Be like, hey, I went to the CQB class. I didn't post it on the forums. Yeah, I can post them on the forums. I didn't get my handouts. So, well, I'd like to not post them on the forums because you know what? These guys took your time and paid the money to come down here. I mean, it is a community. But yeah, I can send them as an email. I mean, it's a big community, but you know what? This is giving you guys an edge over everybody else. So, I mean, you guys took the time, paid the money, came down to listen to me right up with my bone box all fucking day. So, okay, does everybody want to go? Okay, so, I mean, it's up to you. You guys can go and play. We could go through glass house. We could go through some more stuff.
One question. How do you deploy hand grenade, like Thunder Beast, in a stack opposition?
Okay.
I got to try this grenade here. So,
Well, use it. It's a stress ball. Stress ball.
All right, so it depends on all right, we'll say in your team, say you guys got organized, everyone's got 2 grenades.
Mm-hmm.
So then it only comes down to pretty much who has grenades left. So if the point man has grenades, the point man can deploy the grenade. So it really doesn't matter. So say same thing, we're up in the stack or whatever. I got the grenade. So. And that's the thing, you don't want to be like, hey, I'm going to throw a frag or frag out because you're telling them that you're getting ready to throw a frag.
Okay.
But something, I wouldn't say it. I'd be like, we have a hand side for grenade, or I pull out my grenade and do like this. Hold it up so the guys behind me know I'm getting ready to deploy a grenade. So, you got your Thunder Bee or whatever, you can pop it. Now, I know, and just in real life too, a real like M62 frag grenade or whatever, you have a variable fuse, I think it's like 3 to 5 seconds. This guy does not milk grenades, ever. I will never sit there, pull a friggin', take my thumb clip off, pull the pin, or pull the ring and flip the spoon off and sit there and be like, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000. This guy does not do that. Never will. All right, like
they won't put up with it.
Yeah. In CQB, I pop my grenade, I got left my hand, I got my rifle in my left hand or my weapon or whatever like that, or you can let it dangle if you got your strap. I drop my grenade, and I'm going to be going like this and leaning out over him and throwing it, and because you don't want to come out too far. That's the thing, but if I feel, like, hey man, grenade, and he's like, no, he's like, he may move back and stuff like that. We don't want them to know. I'm not going to say frag out. Unless, if you have like a fake dummy grenade, then you can take them out, especially in Airsoft. You like, say frag out and throwing the frag in there, or just throwing like a, anything, a tennis ball or anything like that, because people will react. People will try to run out of the room, and as they like frag out, you throw it in there. If you hear people moving, and you can just pop around the corner and shoot them.
We had a guy who did that.
So that's the thing too. I know there's impact. Tornado grenades. If the room has a hard ceiling or whatever, you can bounce them off the top of the ceiling. They'll detonate. So I'm trying to think what else. But yeah, like. If you have like a hard body grenade, hard plastic or metal shell and stuff like that, on concrete floors, most buildings are, they have like, just carpet over it, the grenade, if you put spin on the grenade will spin. So, especially if it's around like an M62, I believe, or the more oval-shaped grenade, those things will, they have a seam in the middle of them, those things will really spin if you can get up on that seam and they're going around. And yeah, so the grenades, any other questions? Anything else? So, your grenade is a force multiplier. It's multiplying, the power, And that's the thing, too, is like, if you got 2 or 3, people with 2 or 3s, and they have the rubber projectile on the end, and you're playing it off where they have, you know, where the vortex or it goes in, and the same thing, if the grenade goes in the room, if it explodes, everybody in the room is dead. Same thing with the M203 with the vortex grenade. That's when you come in, we have 2 fire teams covering, and even like we did this last one, if we were inside, you know, I would not suggest doing drill 203, but I'd have the, you know, an airsoft would be up on the wall like that, and if they have a 203 gunner with a vortex or something, he can launch, you know, into that room and hit through that door frame, and as soon as you hear that vortex hit the back wall, I'm going in, because even if I go in and they shoot me, be like, hey man, that grenade's in here, you're dead. You know, that comes into like disputes between you and the other player, you know, and if, you know, as long as they're on, and they're like, all right, that grenade comes in, we're all dead, so you automatically cleared that room. So like in your handout too, there'll be like the phase of urban combat is like isolating our objective and then gaining a foothold. With that 203 gunner with that vortex grenade, he's, you know, facilitating you gain the foothold in that building because he's cleared out your first room for you. Anybody's in there is already dead. So we haven't fired a shot, you know, we haven't, you know, our AEGs haven't gone off. All you've heard is a thump from the 203, the vortex hitting the wall, and that's moving in and being like, hey, you're all, you know, you're all dead, but you know, they should be putting the red rags on already. So now we've already gained like a soft entry into our building because we haven't really had to fire other than that vortex going in, you know, so. Then too, it's just, with the, you know, the BB shower and stuff like that, that's great for covering, you know, large areas at short range with your BB shower grenades, so. Anything else? Okay, these guys want to stay, I mean, it's up to you. If these guys want to stay here and run through the glass house coming in through here and doing this, and T-section hallways and stuff like that. So the T-section hallway with the fire team is pretty much, when you go into the room, 2 guys on either side of the hallway, and it's the same thing. Whoever's leading the staff will either, you know, it's either button hook or a crisscross. You know, most of the time you're not going to crisscross. You're trying to get 4 guys to crisscross. You know, that's the more advanced technique where, you know, first guy goes, they cross over and stuff like that. So usually the best thing to do, you know, is the button hook. You know, the guys, you know, button hook out, you know, you have your 6 guy watching your 6. So, and that's the thing, like, you know, we're moving through this building up here, like this T-section hallway, where, you know, like, you know, if you know this is a short side of the hallway or whatever, and there might only be 1 guy hiding back in here, but this is a long section of the hallway.
Oh. Where's the... this side, but we're going to need 2 guys on this side to cover the long hallway, and our last guy will always be covering our 6. So moving down to here, like, you know, same thing. It's going to kind of, you just double stack in this hallway, and you're going to go over on this side, you're going to button hook without flagging your buddy. There's the same thing I think we did up in the stairs. We look at each other at this close range, you just pop them with your elbow. The hallway is this tight. And then you'll just button hook around in here. Well, you're going there, bam, oh, hey, that's really short, I'm clear already. You're going to come out with here with him. And now we're in the hallway, 6 men can move back to right there in the corner and stop. And now this is really tight. I mean, this is a pretty tight hallway, so we just, you know, we need to start moving down there. It'll be easy for somebody to pop out or whatever this close and just start spraying BBs down the hallway. So yeah, if you don't know if it's, you know, if you're in a double long hallway or whatever, then it's the same thing. They'll be like, hey, you know, we might need to find another fire team up here because 4 of us cannot clear this long of a hallway all at once. That's what I was going to ask you. It's a long hallway. Yeah, say you know, you get to the top or whatever, you know, and it's a super long hallway that runs down, you know, on both sides. You're coming out of this little T, or say it's a stairwell that comes out like this, and then you have a long hallway that runs the length of the building on either side with rooms coming off. Then, you know, you're up here and stuff like that. You know, we're like, hey, we just come up these steps right here. This whole hallway probably runs the length. You got your mechanics mirror or whatever, you know, check out, hey, there's a long hallway. You know, we're going to need more than just the 4 of us, you know, to go through this. So be like, hey, you know, Alpha 1, Alpha 2, okay, new guys, we need support, you know, just send another fire team, and, you know, top of this building has, you know, extra long danger area, you know. So, and they might be like, hey, screw you, do it. Sorry, everybody else is tied up right now.
You just sort of square off small that way and then pay attention of going this way, or how would you do?
So say you have like a really long hallway then, and then you only have your 4 guys to do it, and then you know what? It's a fire team leader. Pick a direction. You know, because I mean, you're all gonna get shot up. But hey, so pick a direction to go. So the 2 guys would say we're gonna go this, say this really long hallway. The 2 guys got look out or whatever, and we're in. And say we're going down to a doorway. The 3rd guy will walk out and go that way. 6 man's backing up, and now you know we're heading this. We're headed. I decided to go this way, so you're covering that. As soon as the 6 man comes out into the hallway too. You kind of like, well, you're gonna kind of bump into him almost, and you know you need to turn and start coming back. So actually, until we get to a doorway, to like an office or a room or something like that, where we can go in, then the 2 of you cover back that way and we block this way, and it's just a bad situation to be in. So, because all it is just now, that's the biggest thing about now, like streets and hallways, all it is, canalization. Now you into an area like. You don't want to be in that hallway for any longer than you absolutely have to be, because you know it's easy for them. It's like this, shoot, it's like shooting fish in the barrel. So, so it depends on how many fish in the barrel. I think, and what you're shooting them with. So, okay, that's for T hallways, like I said, and last time we had this tape that was bigger, and then like I said, for a crisscross, if you've got 2 guys, on either side or whatever, or you say you have 1 guy on one side and 2 guys on the other, and your 6 man's covering, covering the 6, then you're just crisscrossing like that. Because I can see down this hallway, he can see down this hallway. I'm like, I see no bad guys, he sees no bad guys. Nod, go out, he crosses behind you, and then, like I said, whatever end the long hallway is, that's where your 3rd man's going, along with your point man. And then if it's, like I said, if it's extra long, you're not going to want to crisscross on a hallway that goes a long way either way. You can probably just need a button to get out, get everybody out in the hallway, get down the hallway, you can't